at the value this comes at,
Oh shit.
you are
Oh
going
shit.
to make sacrifices.
Oh, get off my screen. Okay, with all the problems out of the way, let's get started with today's stream. And we're back on the moon yet again. Our mission today is quite simple. What we need to do is finally get shit done with the space program. Get aluminum processing is the key goal. So, without further ado, let's get started with today's episode. Aluminum processing is the biggest processing chain you can actually do in nuclear tech mod. It's actually ridiculous how big of a chain this is. At the same time, it's the most lovable chain by far. For like the actual size of it makes it lovable. That's why we're going to be covering it today in great depth. Or trying to cover it today in great depth. We have a lot of work to do. It's a lot of work. The entire aluminum chain is going to be super big. It's big. It's a lot of pieces. I don't know if we're gonna get them done today, but the first component of this thing is getting more circuits because I already know we don't have enough, and then deciding on whether or not it's possible to run it with an acidizer. Now that's a big statement if it's possible to do it with an acidizer, because on Earth you don't have to say is it possible to do it with an acidizer, because you have everything on Earth. But on the moon, you don't have everything. You don't have unlimited water. And that's why doing this aluminum line might not be possible even. Why are we trying to do aluminum when it may not be possible? How much water? We have enough water. We could probably establish... We could do the line. It doesn't cost a lot of water. But what's going to be the most critical piece of this line is the burner press. No, I'm joking. We do need lava though. That would be pretty beneficial. If we can get some lava going, that'd be pretty smart of us. I see that we're currently running more steel production, which is actually pretty good. Something we definitely need. More steel production is always beneficial. Get out of there and go grab some lava. We'll try in the ravine. See if there's any in there. I need to figure out what pieces for cryolite production are going to be the most important. Because we know that we need aluminum. Well, we're going to be doing the bauxite method, which means you take your cryolite to the combination oven first. That is your very first step. So that part's not hard. The second step, it's not hard either. The entire process is not hard. The entire process is actually just simple. No way, man. You're on the moon. Yeah, you never thought you'd see me on the moon. I was saying back in the day, oh, we're not gonna, I don't care about the moon. I don't care about the moon. But now we're on the moon, and it possesses some pretty neat challenges. I'll be honest. It's pretty nice. Shit we have to solve. Which the big one is water, something I can't actually solve probably. But if you have a solution to water, let me know. I'm a problem-solving guy, but I don't think I can solve that one. Maybe just go importing it, like going to Minmus could be the next goal. Let's go to Minmus, guys. Might not be a bad idea to do that, because you can go to Minmus, use it as another hopping planet to get us from Minmus to Shitland. Well, what we're actually going to do is go to Moho. So, any advice on getting water on the moon or going to Moho will be beneficial to see those things happen. And if you're not tracking, our base is actually Walmart. So, that's part of why I came to the moon to do that. Why am I mining? I need lava. That's all I need. Which thankfully there is lava on the moon. It almost killed me yesterday in the stream yesterday morning. This might just be the energy drink of all time right now. Got me some Monster Energy Peachy Keen. Ultra Peachy Keen. This is the energy drink of all time. Absolutely good. Not sponsored by them, okay? I wish they would sponsor me with like an infinite supply of energy drinks. That'd be fucking dope. That'd be like holy kidney stones. That'd be amazing. I like Monster though. It gives you a nice personality. You know what I mean? We've been places and we've done stuff on the moon. Oh yeah, we also got rubber on the moon too. If you didn't already know that. We've got rubber, we've got oxygen. We've been on the moon for multiple streams now. Probably 16 streams by this point. Which is just my guess. I haven't actually verified that information. That information could be completely, totally wrong. But that's okay. Because I'm never going to verify that information. Ever. Because, fuck you. Oh, hey. That reminds me of the video I was making yesterday. That video is going to be coming out today. Well, no, well, maybe tomorrow. I actually was working on a good video. I had a great space engineers video idea. That's about it. What is this, niter? I hope I don't need niter for any part of processing this. We're not gonna do the sulfuric or we're not gonna turn it into crystals first. We're gonna avoid aluminum crystals, which means we're probably losing out on a bit of aluminum to the crystals, right? Yeah, the crystals get you 3. Fuck. Maybe we have to do crystals. Two, but it gives you powders. What does this give you? It gives you like fucking 3. Well, getting crystals is difficult because, well, we're not electrolyzing the crystals. We can crystallize it, but we don't electrolyze it. If we electrolyze it, though, you get like 4 or 5. I think it's like 5 times, which is fucking crazy. Or, yeah, no, fuck, we might have to do this. 4 and then 2 actual ingots of aluminum. But the problem is getting nitric acid on the moon. This is like... This process is going to be one that we're going to do again on the next planet we go to. That's stupid. That's fucking stupid. If we keep doing this process, I'm just gonna be like... What the fuck? Oh yes, the base of all time, guys. Back again. Yes, he's back. Back in hell. $11,000 copper. Enough sodium to kill you. 8,000 nickel. 3,000 of that. And 2,000 iron. Okay, we're doing pretty good on resources. Took me too long to get this fucking lava going. What the fuck? Do it! Keep sorting my shit, bro. Copper sulfate. Aqueous copper going through the system. Brine being produced. Do we even have, well, problem is we're wasting all the fucking sulfuric acid on this. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna shut this shit down. We're gonna pretty much disconnect this because I need to save water. Water's a valuable hot commodity now. It's expensive. Water is expensive, guys. So, with water being expensive, we're not going to fucking expend water on stupid bullshit projects like that one. What the fuck? Wow. Alright, so 64 of those. Start working on... We probably should just make 1,000 circuits, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. 1,000 billion circuits, right? That'd be fucking dope. bro. Make more circuit boards. Make more circuit boards. We're gonna try to make, like, let's just make as many circuits as I fucking can. Yeah, microchip God. Micro Jesus. They call him Micro Jesus. Tiny Jesus. He who haveth the 10 billion microchips. Micro Center. But no. No. Oh, that's all I have? I don't have enough to actually execute more of it. Huh. What are those fucking said? We're not... Oh my gosh, we're limited by 40. We're so close to having enough to make the whole entire world of circuits, you know? To make a second set of stacks of boards. Well, that's fine. Because we only have like 40 crafts left in there anyway, so as far as waffles are concerned, this is okay. Doesn't matter. Just make as many as we can. You know what I mean? 60. I didn't expect it to actually turn out into an even amount of waffles, so I'm impressed already. Here we go. Start pumping them out. 40 operations. I knew it would be 40. Somehow. Like, this flavor of Monster really actually tastes like peach. The one I had yesterday was like ultralight strawberry dream or some shit. Help me, I'm cold. Fucking freezing. Oh. I never knew I'd become a comedian. But fuck. Maybe I'm a wizard. Maybe I am a wizard. Okay, we got work to do. We have to put these pieces together. Boom. Cool, microchip time. Now we have microchips, which means you gotta put these ones to boards. We'll put the 64 of them to making the boards. Okay, 64 circuit boards of microchips. Right? Turn that off. And now we can just allow it to run. Let it eat. Let it eat. Whoa. Kill. And we'll head back to it and do add some more circuit board. It's running low on circuit boards, guys. We're gonna need a lot of them. Every machine needs one of those. So it's important, it's critical that we have enough to do the job. You understand? It's important. I actually need, look at this, more circuit board. Fuck. We're gonna have to start recycling shit. And it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be a sad day, guys. I had a dream about this game. What the fuck? It was weird. I went into one of those space bases and it had some weird shit in there. I was like, oh my gosh, HBM, what the fuck are you doing, man? Why the fuck you have all these weird shit in your base? and shit was very confusing. CRT. Give me. Okay, that one didn't give me what I'm looking for. But what will give me what I'm looking for, and I know it for a fact, is probably a toaster. Toaster. The quantum toaster of all time. Ooh, look at that. It gave me some lithium-ion batteries, actually. Not bad, not bad. Not too shabby. This is actually pretty fucking useful. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's only useful for like 2 things that I don't have right now. Well, I do have both of them already. And they last forever, so there's no point in making new ones. Oh, but now I say that HBM's gonna make it last for like 2 hits now. He's gonna be like, fuck you. It's actually probably what he says. It's probably what he's saying in the back of his mind. In the back of his HBM brain. I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't put it past him. He swears a lot. What the fuck? Nice. Which we now have enough circuit boards we can get started on the actual corner of the production, the big ticket items, right? This is your Black Friday sales, okay? Sales pitch for you all. Ready? I'll sell you this ore acidizer for 25% off, okay? It's $2 billion. I'll sell you these 2 electrolyzers for you know, if only it costed less microchips on Black Friday, that'd be actually pretty useful. But we'll have to start off with this, because this is the first step, is getting your aluminum into cryolite. What do I have to take? Okay. So with that, my friends, it's time to actually begin the actual mission. Motors. Motors, motors, motors. We need more motors. Please. Okay. Motors. Can you actually... I am curious if it's possible to make these cheaper. Meh, kind of with steel. But I'm gonna make a batch of them. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna batch out some motors, right? Do we have any coils? Surplus coils and storage would be absolutely dope. I'm just gonna take probably... Yeah, we'll have enough. Do we have we have iron. We have iron. Okay. Wire. Cool. 3 of them. 3 stacks. And then instead of... Do we want to do a stack of steel plates and just weld them? Or do we want to do it... It makes the most sense to just use the iron. So... I need 3 stacks of iron on the double now. Front and center on the double now. What the fuck? Now, what really gets us a lot of aluminum on Earth is that the 4 times setup really just cooks it, because you get like 6 to you get like 6 or 4 cryolite and 2 ingots. So that's what really produces the backbone of aluminum, is that electrolyzer. We're not having it. It's not happening. It's literally impossible for me to set up enough nitric acid production to make it happen. Okay? So that's not happening at this time. I hope you all understand. Okay? Yes? No? Yes? Yes. Everybody understands. Okay. We need more aluminum. Fuck! We need more iron, actually. Chromium tetroxide. I think we need some of that shit. It's good for your lungs, brother. Good for your lungs, brother. Sometimes wonder why we're even here. Give me a stack. Fuck. Give me a stack. Fuck. Give me a stack again. Fuck. Stack. Okay, cool. That's enough stacks. I think this will supply us for like 10 decades. No, it's not. The process will, but the amount we have is like 2 days worth of iron in there. Alright, today I will teach you how to say, where is my pencil, or where is pencil, and pencil is here. Actually, yeah, that's it. So the two words are gde and zdis. Which is, this is like to say that something is here. And gde is to say where is. So you could say gde metro. Where is the metro? Or metro is this. To say it's here. There you go. There's your new language learning of the day. Congratulations. Oh, I just realized we probably don't need all of this steel, all of this iron. Holy shit. We don't need all of this. Coils? Now we need an equal doubler of coils to the rest. 8 to 8. Very good, brother. That's what I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, fuck. Motors. $16? This is actually shitty. I need more motors, dude. I need more. Fuck. Welded steel plates, bro. Hell no. Fuck. This music's got me going, man. It's got me fucking going. What am I even doing? What the fuck? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. We just need 2 sets of 6. It's literally 12. Do math. It's not. We don't need to count. It's math. It's 12. Please. I'm begging you. I thought I saw zinc powder too. Where are you hiding, zinc? I know you're about to become rubber today. It'd be really nice to make more motors, but for now we'll hold off. Even though my motor senses are telling me make more motors. It's currently casting out those plates, which is good, because I'm going to start making some more rubber for no fucking reason. We don't actually need this much rubber. How much unsaturated hydrocarbons are we currently storing inside of, Okay, we've pretty much filled this thing, though. That's good. So excited to go to work today, guys. So excited. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know why I'm excited? Because I'm gonna get shit done today. That's all I care about. Getting shit done. But people will have, like, stupid expectations. Oh, get this shit done. Get this shit done. Look, if shit's broken, it's not getting done. If it's broken, I'm fixing the broken shit. Okay? It's really simple. Please stop begging me to get this shit done. Please stop heckling me, please. That is work at its finest. Please stop heckling me. Your stuff is broken, and I'm trying to fix it. I'm doing my best efforts to fix your shit. Maybe if you guys didn't leave everything turned on when you turn one thing off, shit will work properly. It's funny to me, but actually diabolical. They do it intentionally. They do it. I swear they do it intentionally. No, they just are uneducated. That's it. You see, they leave all the shit on, right? And it breaks things because they turn off one thing. But the reason they do that is because they're uneducated, okay? You see, you might say they're stupid, but really, they're not stupid. They're just uneducated. They're misguided. They don't actually know. They're not stupid. In other words, if I call somebody uneducated or misguided, it pretty much means the same thing as saying stupid. It just sounds way more elegant. And is also a lot more polite, because I could just walk up to somebody and say, hey, I think you're pretty uneducated. And it's literally calling them an idiot. Well, to be stupid and an idiot might be two different things. Well, you can act stupid. But to be an idiot means that you always are stupid. I think it's kind of different. I think there's a little bit of nuance in the language. But words have meanings, and those meanings are pretty valuable. Because if you can understand the depth of a meaning of a word, you could use a word 10 times more effectively. For like, words can be a sword, pretty much. You can use your words to actually hurt. Which is amazing. That's why English is such a... Well, any language is so great, because once you learn it enough, you can do great things with that language. Language is so valuable. I like it. So much stuff you can do. I think it's 12 and shell. But I don't actually fucking know, so I might be wrong. Like, misguided and uneducated are two different concepts that fall under the category of telling somebody pretty much that they're stupid or that they are an idiot, right? Is to say, oh, well, instead of calling them this, I can just say this. It's like a synonym. Yes, a synonym, but more powerful because it's a synonym to lethal effects. We need to get peroxide to this acidizer. This is the first step. The second step, we need a centrifuge. Where's the other centrifuge? Oh, I see. He's hiding over there. Cool. Too easy. Let's go ahead and grab this. So what we'll need... I've never used the partitioner before, but maybe we use the partitioner so I don't have to make 7 of these. Let's figure it out. What is the partitioner then? The partitioner should pretty much just be sending... Okay, what the fuck? How about you make it fit on my screen, Mr. HBM? Up to 9 is the... fuck. receives and stores up to 9 ORAS dicer inputs and releases them if they match the required input size. Invalid items are also saved and need to be extracted from the side. Stores up to 9 ORAS dicer inputs and releases them if they match the required input size. Cool, we'll make one. We'll give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. I don't know who says that, but I stole it from somebody, and that's why I'm always saying, let's give it a shot. I don't know who the fuck says that, but I stole it from them, so if they watch these videos, they can go fuck themselves, yes. Very traditional, very typical language. I have never made one of these, but I've heard that it does some kind of black magic sorcery, and that sounds like things I need. Need more energy drinks, though. That shit's actually fucking good. I actually like this one. Tomorrow, I will have the regular one, which kind of tastes like lemons. But, see, people tell me, Monster Energy drinks, the original flavor is not green apple. And then I tell them, no, it's really green apple. And they're like, it's not green apple. They tell me it's citrus. No, it's totally green apple. How the fuck does this work? Huh? Does it have like a bottom side? What's on the bottom? Show me. Show me the way. Do we need to pipe into it, though? Because the partitioner does something. Okay, so the partitioner, I believe, allows you to connect pipes into it. That's like the thing I do not actually know about. Does this thing allow you to connect a pipe to it? If it does, that means you can pretty much control what recipe you're running. No. No. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me read about it again. Okay. Shift receives and stores up to 9 ORAS dicer inputs and releases them if they match the required input size. Invalid items are saved and need to be extracted from the side. I still don't understand. We'll just hold on to that right there for a second. Pretty much this is going to be peroxide, and a lot of things need peroxide. It's like the corner piece, the key piece, the main course of the meal, right, is peroxide. Because peroxide give you great strength or something. It's like protein bars. Great strength come from peroxide. Well, also it blows shit up too, because it's corrosive, flammable, and absolutely diabolical. It's like Satan juice, except it's not, unless it's 100% concentrated. And the only way you can do that is using a vacuum distillation setup, is to get it to 100%. By the way, you can actually do that. It's possible to do it, but probably highly dangerous and a very bad, no bueno idea. It's almost as bad as trying to make hydrazine in your backyard if you don't fucking know what you're doing. Have fun with that information. Now, kids, go play with chemistry and go break some shit. Go break some shit, guys. Break some shit. You know, it's a good day. Well, actually, I should probably shut up and stop saying shit like that. It's my bad, guys. My apologies. This is my YouTube apology stream. I gotta apologize because I fucked up. Told you guys to break shit, which is against the YouTube terms of service, probably, because they're so sensitive that they can't handle a joke. Oh shit. Oh, what the fuck? Currently, I'm being tortured by the YouTube gods. It's unfortunate. Oh! Peroxide. shut up and put a nice little piss-colored pipe through the base. Which now gets us to peroxide. Peroxide is joy, peroxide is life, and peroxide is everything you fucking need to do some shit. So, how the fuck do you do this? Answer is simple. Ah, nice, good. Cool. That connects, and then we do a sulfuric acid. Nice. Which the setup over there pretty much needs to run aluminum into a thingamadoohickey. Don't know what that means. What does it even mean, bruh? The fuck? Tell me what it means. Oh, basically we need to put it in a centrifuge. That's science jargon for we need to make it go into a centrifuge. Centrifuge for disease control. Look, it's got 10% cancer in there. And 300% diabetes. Fuck. Separate out the component diseases inside of this new device called the centrifuge. So we're gonna use a conveyor inserter to separate shit out onto a line, and then we'll use a sorter to figure out what the fuck we're doing with all the bullshit, right? Because this thing produces, you could literally run anything through this. We're gonna just, because this centrifuge will probably run pretty much anything. So we'll have to have that kind of sorter for now. Just gonna have a sorter right here. But after that, it goes to the coker unit, or combination oven. The combination oven will literally be the first step for aluminum processing. So let's get it modeled out so I can actually visualize and comprehend what I'm saying before I actually do some stupid shit. You know what I mean? That's why we model shit, so we know what the fuck's going on. Aluminum. I don't remember if spasiba is thank you or what. Spasiba. Пожалуйста is like duh пожалуйста would be like say welcome, or is that who the fuck knows this information? What? Okay, we also need to connect this to energy, so energy is the next step. The next step in this process is to connect it to energy, which we don't have any energy. Energy cables, a torch, so that way it's on. And one of these, just for good measures. Energy storage block. So the connection needs to be made. Where does it actually? Where do we have a cable that actually extends for long enough for us to connect into it? Like all these machines have power constantly. The only cable that, yeah, we'd have to bypass or run a bypass through that. Okay, too easy. Did I leave the cable drum on Earth too? Ah, look at this idiot. Leaving cable drums and shit. What the fuck? But really I need the, I don't know where the fuck they are. Oh, here we go. Oh, perfect. I have a bunch of them. This will allow me to run like a simple little bypass so I can skip this setup, right? So if I want to skip that, all I have to do is go under the ground, make a cable drum because we forgot to bring the fucking cable drum. This is some dope ass music. Thank you, Mr. James Tuish. This is good timing. And then we just connect to the other side. You're probably wondering, if you're unaware and uninformed and uneducated. Yeah, if you're uneducated, then you're probably wondering why the fuck this works. Well, this connects to here, but this one does not connect to there. It just goes next to there. In other words, instead of just going around and doing a giant loop down here with these cables, I've bypassed it using 2 of these connectors, which is way cheaper. Way less red copper ingots expended in that process. And that is fucking awesome. Because now I can have a main power route. Okay, which this is in big engineering words, okay, like big pharma. This basically does shit and makes shit work. Understand? Comprende? I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. The fuck? It's the demons. You just gotta let them out sometimes. But this will control whether this kind of runs, you know? So, this piece will have a comparator that runs out of there. It's good for now, we could just have it set to green mode, right? But somewhere on this line, probably about right here, we'll have one of these. So if it starts getting low on energy, that means it will shut everything down, and the process will be cut off from existing. Yeah, that works. You know why it works? Because you can quasi-conduct into a cable. So we'll see how that fucking does, but it's probably not as good as if you were to just connect it directly. They like to have updates, you know what I mean? It needs to have like a T-flip, so it just shuts the shit down. Like a breaker. Huh, that'd be actually a great idea. A circuit breaker system, and then something we need to start implementing is those circuit breaker systems. It gives you like a half pulse and shuts shit down. Well, not really. But we could definitely start setting up breaker systems now. Now that I've put that in my mind, because this doesn't actually break the circuit keeps running. So what needs to happen is if it gets too much energy, it needs to stop running. But that's a project probably for a different time. But, well, we could totally put in circuit breakers. Actually, not a difficult concept. Why the fuck are you guys not getting in it? Oh, I understand. Also need to integrate one-way diodes because everything's going to be trying to back power into stuff, which back powering is basically the concept that if it doesn't flow one way, it's flowing both ways, and that's bad. You don't want that, because the second you have that shit going on, things get pretty laggy. So let's increase efficiency, optimize our setups and energy powers and all this bullshit. All it is as simple as making these, and then just the capacitor. Which we're gonna go with gold for these because it's not expensive on steel and other components, so that is why I want to go with gold. Polymer is expensive, but we have abundance of it, so it's not a problem if I start working gold ones. We could run more niobium, but niobium is too much storage, and you only need like a few of these anyway. I need like 3. Niobium is dedicated primarily to storing shit. Do we have redstone torches? We do. We have quartz? Yes, we do. Good. For now, yeah, we're gonna actually try to integrate those new technology I just brainwaved out into existence. The reason we need to do that is because if I don't do it now, it's probably not happening. So the way that we'll switch them back is by determining when the primary storage grid is charged, because that will be the flip for the pistons, and that will just be through probably redstone transceivers, because there's going to be a lot of that going on. So that will be an interesting way of doing it. We could definitely set up some kind of a system. Oh, I just realized now that I need more of those. I need 3 of these, because that is important. Now we have to have 3 plates for each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Stop. 1, 2, 3. Okay, everything is running as intended. Just do this, and that gives you these. Cool, and I have 3 of these. Yes. Connection between these 2. Shut up! My alarm's going off, and we have 30 minutes. 30 minutes! That's a lot of time, actually. 30 seconds is a lot less time. You know how much shit you can do in 30 seconds? You can fuck shit up in 30 seconds. This is what I'm saying. Absolutely diabolical. You can be a demon in 30 seconds, you know what I mean? Okay, now this will pretty much only allow it to go one way. And it also stores an energy buffer greater than this. So it allows you to even out and reduce any potential stupidity that goes on. Okay, now all I have to do is set up another one that goes like this. Boom. We now have that set up, which also does the same exact thing. And you don't even know it's there, really, but it's there. We also need one for here. But this one's a little more complicated because you have all of this random stuff going on here. Now, it's okay. We can eliminate that randomness by just establishing one of these. But I'm out of those. So I'm going to just connect a piece here, then destroy that, and then we can start charging that system again. Where's the actual battery for this one? It has a battery, right? Oh, it just runs off the central power grid. Okay. Well, I don't want any backflow into it, so let's try to eliminate backflow. Backflow is the concept of energy pretty much acting as though it's a GT fluid, which means Greg Tech fluid. It's dynamic. It goes both ways, back and forth, front and center on the bubble. It doesn't care what the fuck it's doing. And if it doesn't care what the fuck it's doing, it's going to just fuck you over. So that is why we must be careful and diligent in eliminating these problems using technology. Hopefully that's going in the right direction. I have to verify this. No, fuck. Wrong direction. Okay, try it again. Do it again. No. Fuck. This is stupid. This shit's stupid. When it doesn't fucking work the first time, fucking try it again. If it doesn't work that time, try it again. Oh my god. That reminds me of machine guns. Machine guns are like so fucking stupid when they don't fucking work. But the reason... I remember why it wasn't working. I don't remember why it wasn't working, but I figured it out. I was like, oh shit. I think it probably just comes down to you have to put more oil in it. Just dump the oil in there. Just give it a bath in some oil. It's like, it should be a ritual. You do that every day. Bathe the shit in oil. Oh wait, no, it's because it wasn't through the solvent bath. That's why. You need to have it clean. Like, actually fucking clean. The biggest piece to clean is like that gas port. That shit gets dirty as fuck, and then it stops cycling properly. And then it starts ka-chunking every single bullet. So if you don't have one of those correctly, well, then that's probably the issue, really, in most cases with machine guns. Machine guns, probably AKs as well. AKs also have a gas port on them. It's a little different because it's not adjustable. But it is just a tube, and the piston, it pretty much functions the same way as a machine gun. And PKM is just an upside down AK. And PKP, probably also just an upside down AK. It's all AK. All it is AK. All you need to know is the AK. AK is the biggest weapon of all time. It's literally every weapon and then some. AK is a machine gun though, pretty much. But also not necessarily a machine gun, because it doesn't meet the criteria to be a machine gun. But what it does meet is this concept of functioning the same way as machine guns do. Even though I don't know if it fires from an open bolt or closed bolt, actually. I don't know that much information. Okay, we need a redstone power switch, right? Is this what it's called? Redstone power switch. Logical switch. Logical switch, yes. So the logical switch is pretty much done. Let's get those 3 pistons as I said. And then the primary reset will be if we have all the shit on the other side is charged. We're gonna remove all of the batteries here because we don't need them. They serve 0 purposes. The only one that matters is the final one. But these are just fluctuating energy. So we're gonna make this energy grid very dynamic and work properly. Also, yeah, we'll have to set up a single battery on this is to control the actual functioning of a radio transceiver to send up a signal if this does not have any power in it. So, because if this has no power, then that certainly has 0. And the second this has no power, it needs to flip and or the second this has power, it needs to flip that switch. So this thing is pretty much just to store power from this grid. And to do that, we're going to set up a couple systems. It's going to be some easy stuff today, okay? I'll go over it in great detail. No, not actually great detail. But I'll go over it in some detail so you can understand and comprehend the basic concept of how this system is about to be. So, 1, 2, 3. We're going to need to make redstone torches. We're going to need to make the redstone torches into a comparator. That's the first step. This step pretty much is to identify, is this system working or not? If it is not working, shit needs to be flipped. So, the second it is no longer functioning and no longer has the correct signal strength, it will be flipping. Do we have more redstone? Where the fuck is the redstone? Oh, actually, we probably don't have more redstone. God dang it! Well, we don't need 15. It's just quite simple. We just need a redstone over radio. We can get redstone tomorrow. It's okay. Redstone over radio transmitter requires glowstone. And I don't really have glowstone. Or do I? That's actually pretty easy to get. I think I could get that. I think I can get that. Take off your helmet. Go into space chamber, put it in the shed. Fill it up. Oh, I know exactly where we can get that. Okay. It's not far even. That's the radio transmitter, and then the receiver probably also costs some. Ah, yes, the everyday lunar eclipse, guys. So what we're gonna do is take this reinforced glowstone, we're gonna shred it up. This will give me my glowstone. My limited quantity of glowstone on the moon. What was that? Shred this shit up. Oh, would you look at that? There's more zinc in there. What's going on my phone? Wonder what messages were put out last night. Ooh la la. Zero messages. Ah! That's fucking scream of all time right there. Holy shit. Rage of all time. I knew a guy named that once. Give me more rubber, please. Give me more. Give me more rubber, please. Give me more rubber. Please, bro, give me some rubber. Oh, hey, redstone. Fucking dope. Ah! Stop! Stop resisting! Nether quartz, glowstone. That gets me a redstone over radio transmitter. Signal is 15. Doesn't matter what the signal is. We're just going to set this to signal 365 because it's a good signal. Or no, actually, that's how many days there are in a year. But one time, somebody put 365 degrees, as in 365 degrees is in a compass. And you know that was pretty funny because I was the reason that happened. You know how I was the reason that happened? Because he said, there's 365 degrees in the circle. And I just said, yup. I knew it was wrong. And I just said yes anyway. Yep. Fuck. That's so fucking awesome. Just eat it. Get clowned on, bro. Get clowned on. That is my present for you. What the fuck? Who is spitting on my street? It's me. I'm doing it. Good duck. That Ushra is duck. Could have sworn. No. Dobre diem? Diem? That'd be good evening. So, this is the piston reset function. Then we need to have 6 pistons engaged in this, okay? Those 6 pistons control whether it is on or off. Very basic shit, right? Do 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 do. Shit's fucking awesome music. You need to add more music into it, James Switch. I didn't need that many. I think I made it a mistake. 16 will do. This allows me to move a block up and down pretty much though. The whole reason we need this is a cutoff pretty much to say, oh, what? Why is it not powered? Ah. But should this run out of power, this has to engage this system. It needs to be inverted. Well, it's not going to be pretty, but you could do it without inverting. This, okay, the way it could work, the easiest way to make this work, okay, looking at the system, easiest way to do it is to simply put up a torch. Why is that the simplest way? Well, if you charge the circuit off of the comparator, it's always going to be true, okay? So that means it will always be deploying the fuse. It will deploy the fuse every single time. However, if you have this right here engaging the circuit, right? This engages the circuit. Okay, this starts the circuit, right? It doesn't matter how much signal you have, right? So if this is not good energy quantity, then this will break the circuit by simply firing a piece in here, okay? So this piece is a piston underneath of the circuit. So doing that, oh, it's quasi-conducted. Fuck! Well, that makes shit fucking hard. But this pretty much should just act as like a control piece. Or when this thing hits maximum power, then it activates. No, this has to be like so if we put it here and then do it, that would be more optimal. Then you just have to figure out how you're supplying signal into that. This piece would need to be inverted too. Okay, well, I'm actually getting closer to this. That does not actually complete the system, but this will, if it was like this. However, the problem with setting it up like this is that you then have a quasi-conduct, which is no bueno when it comes to this. As you can see, quasi-conduct means this works. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, never mind. I understand how that works. So with a quasi, you just need to find a way to not quasi it. Other words, this is quasi-conducted. However, if I set up this like that, that's not quasi, which means that when the circuit engages, this will have no impact into the circuit. And if this were to activate, for example, that's gone, boom, circuit cutoff. That is my cutoff switch, and this is my continuation of that. To set up this, I'm just going to run a, you could run a repeater or you could do a torch method, but the torch method will probably be massive and completely disgusting. So we're just gonna go ahead and make it simple, right? We can do it like that and make a line, not the one you make at a party, but just the regular line. Put a torch here so it's not extra redstone costs. Then we need a piston here, which engages whenever that's fully recharged. Now, once we have this done, I can reconnect this. And we'll have to figure out how to connect that piece in. It shouldn't be too difficult. Getting this piston to engage is kind of a problem. However, if you just transmit via the piston, that would, or the repeater, it removes any delay, and it makes it a better system than what I was having before, where we have those two different methods. Now, this decreases the quantity of redstone we need as well by far. So this allows me to create the ultimate system of logic for this. Effectively, we now have a good system to run shit off of. We're gonna need like we're gonna need like 5 billion of these. Yes, give me more of these. And with that done, it's time to actually put it all into one big system. So you have your redstone repeater, and this piece go right here. Then we have to find a way to signal this piece to fire, and that could be as easy as just having one of those that quasis through this block into that thing. Essentially, that gives us a receiver, and this will be set to 360, right? Did I have it set to 360? Then connect the redstone. We're gonna re-engage this thing. Is it at 365? Okay. Save settings, and that should have sent the signal through here. State change. Polling. It did. Which now means this is fine. Until that thing runs out of power. And then this thing runs out of power. Because the second this thing runs out of power, then it will flip this switch here and go right back to square one. Now, with that, what we need to do besides just that is have the signal travel up a torch tower, so that way I can verify that it's at 15, the lowest amount of energy this thing can have. That way, if it runs out of power, because it will always have power until it runs out of power. Once it runs out of power completely is when we need to have that switch be like, oh shit, we are really out of power, and we need to get ready for the system to flip over. So that is the fuse. And then this should not charge until everything else over there is charged. Ideally. But this is not an ideal world. We could probably control where this thing charges as well. Because if one of those is not charged, we could be like, well, this shit's not charged yet, so shut this shit off and cut it off. But I'm pretty sure that's the energy is splitting between the two grids. Or the two sections, so. It's gonna make things a little interesting to figure out. I think it is just one more block, and then it will not have any charge. What am I getting rid of? Fuck this shit. Get rid of this stick. Sticks are valuable, but not in space apparently. I thought we valued wood. What the fuck are we doing? Throwing it away now. How does it not travel 15 blocks yet? This is insane. Okay, there we go. So yeah, once it really hits that low point of not having any charge, that's when it will send through the transmitter. 360. Save settings. Pulling. Then now it should be sent to this one. Good. And it's only sending the exact quantity of energy through. Which means that if this hits 0, this will flip and back, and then this one can activate when this hits 0. We just have to do that for every single one of these. Come up with the same exact system. Now here we have different setups apparently are working in different ways. Like this has a switch that can disable this thing apparently. However, a lot of it's the same between setups. Okay, so like this one, yeah, we could do the exact same thing, pretty much. Yes, for sure. Okay. We'll need that stick. I need more inventory slots, HBM. This is ridiculous. Give me a dash inventory. This is a big problem. But basically, for this one, just a stick is all I need. Or a stick and some sticks, some stones. I like how I said we were gonna get some shit done with the stuff, and we just haven't done it. Pretty valid productivity. I mean, we're actually doing important shit though, making sure things are able to have energy and fuses now. The fuse system, as I'm calling it, F-U-Z, fuse. So this works essentially the same way. We have a piston here that's going to control the redstone to this. Now we have to figure out how to get redstone into that. Fuck. So we have this set up. We're gonna run the exact same comparator system, probably. And to power this, I could do the actual receiver at the bottom. So receiver here, cool. We'll not set that up yet, just so we can have time to test this thing out. Because you don't want to just run shit and not test it, you know? It's like not verifying if it's good. Brain fart. This is weird because you see... Oh shit. Yes, this has to be a part of the system, but if you do it here... Okay, maybe that is just part of the system. Also, that's part of the system too. Fuck. So many pieces right here. This is convoluted. It makes it difficult to fit shit like this in a compact space. But this goes here. This is some fucked shit, I'm telling you. This is some fucked shit. What the fuck? Why is that there? That should definitely not be there. Because that should not be on. That should be there. This piece... We need to have power that can be... moved. Okay, because this kind of is too much. Like, it's kind of too close. If I could get it a little farther away, like pull the piston back a bit, that would be so good. Or we just move it slightly to the side. Right? Slightly to the side. Just ever so slightly. Quasi-conducts into that. Put a redstone line right here too. Just because that is there. That is pretty no. Just it'd have to go directly on top of it. Never mind. But you can't do that. You can't put redstone directly on pistons. This goes here, and then we have the actual connection there on top of a transparent block. But the problem will be that this can quasi, even if it's a transparent block. If there's a redstone line there, it might be able to quasi. We don't want that. That's not good. But it can still go up. Okay, and then put in the torch system. This is not even pretty redstone. Redstone is supposed to be pretty. It's not supposed to look like this disgusting garbage. This is some of the most disgusting redstone you will ever see. So I hope you're enjoying this redstone. Okay, and we will never come back and redo this because once it's working, it's satisfying the needs that I have. Needs and expectations. We'll need yeah, we'll just keep running the same setup. If it works, and it works, that's all that fucking matters. Don't question it if it works. If shit's working, don't question if it's working. It's probably fucking working. Put these together. I mean, if we really wanted to get complicated, we get into logic gates. Logic gates look beautiful no matter what because you can fucking make them tileable. They're very, very sexy logic gates, right? The fuck? Oh, hell yeah. No quasi because we used a slab. Now that is some sexy redstone, except it's really ugly. This is bad redstone. Fuck. Now, again, the energy from, well, we'll give it a shot and see what happens when, or if it works. Oh, you know what's wrong with this? Okay, tell me what's wrong with this. I can tell you exactly what's wrong with this. This piece actually should be a torch. So that way, this thing won't engage. It will get a half pulse if I do it, but this will have to be here with a torch directly above it. This block would quasi, so let's not do that. However, we could probably avoid it quasiing. Okay, I have the brainwave. I have the brainwave. Okay, so to do this and make it less quasi, we set up this. What the fuck? Okay, well actually, holy shit, that's genius. And that did what I needed it to do anyway, so. This pretty much cuts off this and shows me that it is working as intended. That is dope as fuck. Now it's time to figure out if it connects to the transmitter grid. So we'll need to set a radio receiver to polling. Go downstairs and figure that out. Boom, 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 boom. Receiver, set this to 360. Set it, polling. Oh, I forgot to save it. Oops, I'm a fucking idiot then. Hey, people make mistakes sometimes. Accept that. We're not all robots. We're not all cyborg. If something's wrong, ask for it to be right. Okay. Cool. That now means that shit's getting transferred for there. And awesome. Awesome sauce. That means we are left with one more fuse to build for this thing. Which might arguably be the most difficult, looking at it right now. I also am out of time, so goodbye guys, I'll see you in the next one. We'll make another fuse maybe.